Right now we're on the way to Edmonton to check out a place that I already had a look at by myself. It is the brand new ChargeStop EV charging station. It's dedicated only for EV charging. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll put up a bubble here so you guys can watch it first and then jump into this video, because this video is going to be a little bit different. Rosie's here with me and she's actually kind of curious about this whole dedicated EV charging space. Right, Rosie?
Yes.
Okay, so we're on the highway now to Edmonton. And why are you so interested in this?
Because I feel like this is like kind of like a special place. You specifically go there to just for charging, and but usually I don't think about this way. I just think, okay, I go into, for example, I go into Calgary. And then on the way, I'm going to Calgary, I'm going to charge, right? Right.
So yeah. Usually we go to charging stations while we're on a road trip, right?
Around
on
your house, right?
On the way, right? And then we're going to actually go to this place and check it out. So it's dedicated, it's in the city, so not really on a highway, right?
Yeah.
But we're also going to be testing out a feature that you guys been asking about. So I'll pop up a comment here from the previous video. So the feature here is that you can book a charger before you arrive. So we're 21 minutes away. We're going to book a charger for 5 o'clock. So let's see if that works. And we're going to arrive a little bit late, so a little bit after 5 o'clock, because they give you 15 minutes grace period to arrive at the charger. Now, I've never used this kind of functionality before. It is available at some chargers, like I mentioned in the original video, in the US. Okay, EVgo has those, but we've not tried it in the US, so we're going to try it here and see how it works. Rosie has her own opinions about booking chargers, more so from a business standpoint on for the whole charging business idea, right? So we'll talk about that later, but let's see first how we book, how much does it cost, what happens when we arrive, do we get a specific charger or we can choose any one of the ones that are available, and how easy and seamless it is. So I'm going to switch now over to my other camera. I'm going to use another phone and let's have a look what it all looks like. I made a little mistake here. We're actually going to be arriving at 4:26, so I'm going to book the charger for 4:30, but we're going to drive around a little bit for a few minutes just to be late, like I said. So anyways, now let me get the other phone, launch the app, and see how easy it is. Okay, so here we go. We're launching the app. So as you guys can see here, we have all of the different sections. So like wallet, that's where you put up your payment card. And here is the reserve button. So we're gonna now start a reservation. So for today, because today is the 19th, we confirm that. And let's see if we can schedule. Whoa, you can only schedule, Rosie, for 5:15. That's the earliest.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's a little inconvenient.
So you mean like you gotta schedule yourself for longer period of time?
Exactly. So just so you guys know,
is that so busy? We go early and we can have a seat.
Yeah.
We'll drive by. That early,
we'll drive by.
That's a bit very funny. Is that so early?
Exactly. So 45 minutes. Okay.
Oh.
You have to book it before you arrive, and then your spot, like it says here, will be held for 15 minutes. Okay. So let's do 5:15. So today 5:15, and then payment, because it costs $2 plus tax to reserve a spot.
What?
So it's not free. It's not a free thing.
I don't like it.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
No, I don't like to pay extra money.
Okay, so let's reserve. Let's reserve the spot, and then yes, enable notifications. Okay, so there we go. We have the reservation done. So with taxes, it costs us $2.10. So now,
like a 5-star hotel or something.
Here we go. That is one little charge on the card already here. So now we have our upcoming reservation listed here. So I'm not going to touch anything until we arrive, because I don't want to cancel the reservation itself. But that's interesting. 45 minutes. That's a long time. So basically, you're going to have to think about charging 45 minutes prior to arrival at the charger.
This is already, I not really like it.
Okay.
Because, you know, it's look like I'm going to charging a car. We basically prepare 2 hours for the charging a car.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So
45 minutes, I can go to another place and charge already done.
So again, so that's another question I have. Like, why is this 45 minutes? You know, it would be nice if somebody from the company would be willing to go on camera and answer some of these questions.
Unless they are really busy. Let's see that.
Yeah, we'll see.
If they are very busy, okay, reasonable.
Yeah, we'll see. So anyway, it has been booked. So now let's make our way to the charger location, which is pretty much very close to downtown Edmonton. Actually, a quick correction. Right now it is 4:15 p.m. and our reservation is 5:15. So basically, you need an hour ahead.
More than an hour because 2 minutes.
Yeah, more than an hour.
A few minutes ago.
Yeah, because we tried it a few minutes ago. So basically, it's an hour.
Which means it's good for us to go there early. So we will see it's really everybody lining up there. Really, there's full of people are charging the cars there.
Yeah.
If there's nobody charging a car, why we got to wait for so extra 1 hour to able to book, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting for me too.
Yeah, we'll drive by and then have a look at the charging location to see if it actually is busy and what is the reasoning for that 1 hour time frame.
And the reason why charging me $2.
Well, we'll talk about the $2 charge later, okay? But you know, it's $2 paid for the service of being able to book a charger, right? And you know that if you arrive at 5:15, you can plug in and charge your car without waiting, okay? That's your $2. That's where it goes. But anyways, we'll see first. We'll drive by the location to see if it's busy. And then obviously we'll be there at 5:15 to try and charge. We have arrived here just to see how busy it is and see if we can just show up and charge, right? So it is pretty empty. We have one Tesla charging over there. So that's about it. So if you wanted to, honey, you could just start charging, right?
So I can start charging?
Yeah, of course.
So why I pay the $2?
You pay the $2 to make sure you can charge if it is busy, right?
But why they need 2 hours?
Huh?
1 hour waiting.
I have no idea why the 1 hour
For example,
waiting
like
time.
if I'm not coming to try, I just stay around, just do nothing, and then just wait for the charging.
Yeah.
So kind of weird for me.
It is, yeah.
It's just like if for example, I'm shopping here around and I want the charging and I want the booking, make sure I charging. But I still need to hang around 1 hour and then waiting here. But we just come here to try, and then there's no people here.
Yeah.
So why they don't have the app just like say, like you know when we using the other app, they're telling you is using or no using, right? Mm-hmm. You know they telling you the
busy
station is
busy.
busy or not busy, right? It's in use or not in use, right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand that whole process, like, and then pay for $2 for doing nothing.
Okay, so we're gonna come back at 5:15. So we have 45 minutes to hang around and then see what the process is when you book a charger. All right. So now let's go hang around somewhere, Rosie.
Okay.
So we've got a little update here for you guys. So we've been just parked around the corner. It is 5:02. And we just received a message that the connector is ready and available for your reservation. So that's what, 15 minutes before our scheduled time, right?
Yes.
So Rosie says this is all just them, you know, making you feel better, right? About, you know, having this. Let me just put in the passcode and then open up the app and see what's going on there. So this is inside the app. So today 5:15, so we can go now. Obviously, I will want to stay until 5:15 just to see if we get another notification, right? Because they give you 15 minutes to come, right? So after 5:15, basically you have until 5:30 to get there. View. Anything here? So charge number, please check back 1 hour before your reservation to receive your charger number. Okay, but we don't have any charger number listed here that I see. Okay, we can cancel. Oh, yeah, you have to push I've arrived, and then they will choose the charger for you. Oh, okay. So you just can't choose whichever one you want.
So
they will choose one for you.
So they're going to give you back the money.
I'm not sure. That's a question we can ask later. But for now, we're not going to be canceling because we want to know what the process is like with the whole reservation thing. Okay, so anyways, arrival time 5:15, so we'll just milk the next 10 minutes. 5:15 we'll leave, and then we'll see what the next thing is going to be. All right, guys, moment of truth. We've got 5:15, so our reservation has just started. Rosie, take us in.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go, and then see how busy it is and see if we can get a charger. But don't worry, because we booked one. Okay? So
we are late at cancel.
Yeah, we are good. So let's go in and see how busy they are. You think they're busy, fully loaded with cars?
Just we came before and there's no people. Only one car.
Okay. All right, so when we are inside, we need to stop somewhere on the side, Rosie, because we need to choose. We have
No one is
oh,
here.
nobody's here, so empty. Okay, so now we will have to figure out which place it is. So let me put in the code and then we'll open up the phone. So here we are. We view our reservation and it says here, I have arrived. Oh, and then you can choose any charger you want because everyone is open. So take the last one there, honey. Take the last one. That's the one that I used when I came here. So no specific number comes up. Maybe when it's more busy, then they will have a specific number. But for now, nothing. Okay. So now what we have to do, Rosie, I'll teach you how to start a charge here. Okay. So we're here and now.
The charging number, do we need to put it on?
Yeah, the charger number. So where do you think the charger number is?
1.
Yeah. That's the part I said last time. It was pretty cool. So it's you put 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. This charger is currently unavailable. Please try a different charger.
Okay.
Confirm. Doesn't confirm. Okay. Let's try a different charger. Okay, so here we have 2 different ones. Let's try this one first. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 5. This charger is currently unavailable. Please try a different charger. And then I can't just delete the numbers. I have to go here.
No, just delete 5 and you become 4.
1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 4. Same thing.
Okay.
Okay. So
you basically only one walking maybe. That's why you're booking? That's how
I have no idea. So then I have to delete this one again. And then we put 3 at the end. This one also. Okay. And then what about 2? 2. That's also not working.
So okay, none of them working.
So none of them working. So
let's just charge it.
okay.
Let's see. Let's charge it if it works or not.
So that's very weird. Okay. Let's have a look again at the app and then we'll come back in a second. So we tried it again and none of it works. Do we need to plug in first maybe? Let's plug in first. Okay, so we're going back to our reservation again. We say we have arrived. So now we've plugged in. So the number is 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Again. Same error. Why? That's so strange because we're going in here, right? We've arrived. Okay, charger number 1001 01. Okay, now it works. Nope. Now it doesn't work.
Okay, never mind. Don't use the app. See if you can charge.
Okay, so now let's just do charge now.
Mm-hmm.
And then put in this charger number 100101. And let's see. Is it working? No. Also not working. Weird. Okay, so let's unplug and then try again. Okay, so now we're not going to use this whole booking thing. We're just going to go
Normal charging.
and then normal charging. Okay. And then we go in the app. Rosie, come closer. We open up the app. And then we go charge now. And then the number 100101. Okay, now it's gonna work. So now, because the payment page comes up. Okay, so let's see if now our booking will work. Okay, so let's go in there. I've arrived. Okay, so now the booking system also works. So start. Okay, now it works. So let's see if we start charging as we're supposed to. Okay, so now we are charging. But way too complicated.
I just want to charge in the car.
Yeah.
Why it's making so complicated? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I also don't understand. It should have just been like super easy. Why was it so hard? Like, it's just when you book and you pay $2 plus tax for VIP service,
which is nothing.
It should work.
$2 I can get a Tim Horton already.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of Tim Hortons, Rosie wants to try this coffee that they have here. But anyway, it's charging, so let's go and get a coffee and then come back out and you tell me if it's good.
Okay. I don't have a high expectation for that.
Okay, so we're not going to stay too long because we don't need to. We're going to have a coffee because we need to go shopping after this. But we will give you our thoughts. Anyways, I think that the app needs to be worked on because I had to like force close it to be able to then start charging, which shouldn't be the way. It should just work. So that's something that they should be working on. Maybe the app was just not communicating well enough. Maybe that was it, right?
I have a headache.
Rosie has a headache about all this, so she will tell you guys later. But yeah, we'll finish our coffee, charge up whatever we need to charge up, and then you will get our thoughts about using the, I don't know, what would you say, VIP service? Yes?
Maybe you feel like VIP service.
Maybe you feel like
First of all, I saw, you told me when you are home, I saw maybe this inside is like a, you know, like you have sofa,
like
lounge, and then you have a sofa. Okay, you drive an electric car, I drive a electric car, and we can make, you know, we can make like we can socialize around here, right? But that's what it's about. I saw maybe that would be like this, but it's just a convenience store, and then it's the same idea as you get a coffee and then sit in my car.
Yeah, there's nowhere to sit inside, right?
Yeah, so I don't know why so complicated, and just charging a car, I get headaches now. Okay,
and one complaint I have is that on PlugShare, they advertise 300. Right there, we don't see 300. I'm gonna put up the screenshot. And again here, as you guys can see, the max power, even for 800 volt, is 150. It was the same when I was here, and I thought it was all about them, you know, throttling it because of that promotion for cheaper charging. But it's the same thing. So if they advertise on PlugShare 300, the charger should be outputting 300. I think you guys would agree. So I'm not sure what that is all about. Okay, we finished charging. So now, how do you stop charging, Rosie?
Stop charging?
No. Try to press the button first on the... No, not there. Try to press the button. Yes. Stop. And then what does it say there? To stop charging, identification required. Yeah, so this is something very interesting, that you have to use the app to stop charging. So now push the app. And then what does it say? Stop charging. Stop charging. Charging the stop. And then now it stops. So this is one of the only chargers, Rosie, that I have experienced in Canada so far, that you can't stop it from the unit. You have to use your phone. So here, like, have like a big side of stop, so you cannot touch it. No, you can touch it, but then you have to use your phone to actually stop the charge. Okay. Interesting, right? So if I don't have a smartphone? Yeah, what happens if you don't have... smartphone? Not smartphone. Of course you have a smartphone because you started. But what if you don't have data or something like that? What happens then, right? They don't have any cards, they don't have anything. So they only rely on the app technology, right? So, yeah. The other charging companies, they always have an RFID. Yeah, or my phone broken. Yeah. Or you lost your phone. Yeah, you never know, right? Yeah. And then I have to stay here forever. Yeah, you never leave. I need to cut it. So we're driving home now. I hope that kind of showed you guys what it looks like to book a charger, reserve a charger from this company. I mean, you know, I had my reservations when I first did the video, and for me, you know, any kind of booking doesn't make sense unless this is a location that is very busy. And honestly, I wouldn't even be offering it as an option in the app until it is, because essentially, you know, you're spending $2 for nothing, right? So that's my first thing, is we spend that $2 for nothing. And what I mean by this is, while we were driving, I opened up the app and I clicked the booking button, but the app didn't tell me that the station is empty, because when we arrived, prior to our booking, there was only one Tesla charging, as you guys saw in the video. So why didn't the app tell me, hey, Philip, actually you don't need to book because we've got 4 spaces. So save your $2.10 with tax and just show up and you're able to charge. I think some kind of functionality like this should be present, especially off-peak hours. But then it's kind of, for me, it feels like a money grab. Like they want to get that $2, right, honey? Yeah? That $2 is important somehow? I don't know. It's just, it feels like if there are chargers available and I'm on the way there, I'm sure that this app tracks locations and stuff, because in the future there will be more than one location, just like Electrify Canada does, just like Flow, like everybody else. So if I'm on my way to a charging location and I'm pressing the reserve button, and if it's an empty station, they should just say, hey, you know what, you don't need to book. Show up and you can charge, and you save $2, right? So that's my first thing. So second thing is, when we did arrive, it was hard to actually start charging. I don't know why. I think maybe it's an app glitch that they should look into. Like, I had to force close the app, open it up again, and then it kicked in, which is also very strange. So if I have it open in my background so that I can receive push notifications and all of that stuff, and then I show up, I got errors for every single charger, right? So you show up and you don't have a dedicated charger anyway, so you can just choose whichever one you want, because all of them were empty pretty much. So again, I don't know how this functionality works when there's people charging. When you show up and then there's people charging, what station is yours? Does it tell you? Or you just choose the first empty one, but somehow it's blocked because you booked it? I don't know. It just doesn't make much sense to me. I thought I was going to show up, the app will tell me, hey, this station is yours, you reserved it for this time, go and enjoy charging, because, you know, this is what you paid your $2 for, right? So then, for me, on the other hand, also, I was thinking about, okay, if somebody's already charging and I book a charger for a specific time, let's say that I booked it for 5:15, they showed up at 5, right before, you know, my time starts. Can they even charge for 15 minutes? Or even if they do charge for 15 minutes, are they going to be cut off from charging when I arrive, because I have to push the I arrive button? Again, I have no idea how that works, because we weren't able to test it. It's just not busy enough, right? So all of this kind of stuff is just up in the air, you know. That's why for me, this system, the way that it's set up and the way that it's designed, I don't know if it makes sense for now. Anyways, Rosie has a lot to say. Go, Rosie.
I don't have a lot to say. I just feel like, why make things complicated? I just want to go to charging.
Charging is easy, right?
Yeah, I just want to go to charging, just like you want to go to get a gas. The same idea.
All right, you don't book a gas pump, right?
You gotta get a gas pump, and I don't understand this whole thing. It's just like, why need a booking and why I need to pay that $2? You know, by the way, I'm not happy with the coffee because I need to pay my $2 for nothing.
Yes, yes. So the coffee wasn't exactly amazing, and then we booked it for $2, and then we still paid for the charging.
It's really overcomplicate things. It's just, I want to go to charging. Okay, so why okay, I'm booking. You give me an app for booking, which means that I should rely on the app, right?
Yeah.
So if I should rely on your app, so that means that because the app is just jump into 1 hour later, we can able to book, right? We can able to book the time, right?
Yeah.
So it means like the rest of those time is now is busy, right? So you're not going to say, okay, I'm going to, you know, but when we arrive there, there's nobody there. So why? Yeah. Why even necessarily need to book?
Yeah. Why does it even like you know, book 1 hour in advance when the station's empty, right?
But the thing is just, I mean, like,
we in BC, you know, in our where we live in Quillen there, there's a city hall. They have a free charging. That charger, it basically is a very low, very slow, right?
Yeah.
And then even from that app, I can able to see that station is available or not available.
Yeah.
Right. So when you remember when we are at home and then we just sit at home and then we're looking at the station, if it's not available, we will not drive to there.
Yeah.
Right? If available, we drive to there and then it's a free of charging, right? So we drive there, when we pull up, we know, right?
Yeah.
But here it's just like, okay, yes, okay, you got like just a fancy app there, and then you got like very nice station there. Okay, this app didn't show me there's actually many stations actually available, because the system, the app telling us is just like, okay, there's the available time is 1 hour later.
Yeah.
But we arrived there 45 minutes earlier than our booking time. And then there's no car coming in. That's all free. Only one Tesla charging there, right?
Yeah.
So why we have to wait? If, for example, if we didn't go there early, we assume there's fully booking. We assume the station are not available, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going there. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You just wait, and you cannot go. Like we want to go to shopping, but we cannot because we don't. Because our booking time.
Basically, the summary on this is this: the app has to show you or communicate to you in a way that when you're on the booking page and you can just show up and charge, they should just tell you, hey, you can show up and charge, right?
Yeah, or that they have a time to telling you we arrive at 4:30. You pushing the button there 4:30. Okay, it's available, right?
Yeah.
But the app jumping up to like 1 hour later.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. It just like very complicates for me, and honestly, I would not. I feel like if I need to charging a car, I feel like I need to taking over my more than 2 or 3 hours because just waiting for my booking times. But I just want to just in charging a car. I'm going there. If there's not available, maybe I just wait for a few minutes, and then some other cars already will finish, right?
And that's the key point, right? Like you said this to me before. Nowadays, of course, our Kia doesn't charge that fast, but there are much faster charging cars, and they can show up. They can be out of there in like 15 to 20 minutes, right? And you can be charging right away. So again, I don't see the point of booking, unless, of course, and I've been in this situation before where I drive long distances, and I will mention Merritt again because Merritt is a busy location, and I had to wait to charge there. So would it make sense for me to book a charger ahead? Yeah, it would be nice.
No, it doesn't make sense if you're using this kind of app.
Why not?
Because they didn't telling you there's a free or not free.
I would just assume that it would not be free, yeah?
Yeah,
because,
so I will assume that's not free. That's the problem, yeah? So
that's why we're going back to the idea of this $2, right? It's just like a cash grab. Like they just want to make that $2.
Why do you even take my $2?
Yeah.
Because there's also many people, so many stations are opening.
Yeah.
Why even I need to pay that $2 for?
Like I said, I'll go back to what I said originally. There has to be a notification on the app saying you do not need to book if you're on your way already because X, Y, and Z stations are empty. And that's it. It's simple, right? Then you drive in, you hook up, and you charge.
Book on the app can just let you know all the stations are available now. For example, like today when we are charging, right?
Yeah.
So all the stations are available this time, all this time, right?
Yeah.
And then, so it's your choice to book and not booking.
Yeah.
But now we have no, because basically we are blind because the app is jumping in 1 hour later.
Yeah.
So we assume that in that 1 hour is very busy, but we arrive there early 45 minutes earlier, but that's like a 4 stations are available.
Yeah.
So that's why
it just needs to be worked out. They need to figure out a way of showing status on the booking page. If it really is busy, then yes, it makes sense to pay $2. Why not? Yeah.
Basically, it's blind you taking $2.
But right now, it's just like we're not told that there is free chargers available, and then we assume there isn't, let's say, and then we pay the $2, and then show up as consumers and then see everything is empty, and you just pay $2.
Yeah, pay the $2. I'm sorry.
You know, for a service that wasn't useful.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Let's just say that.
Yes, you can say that. Yeah.
And then finally, at the very end, I want to mention something. And again, I'm going to mention this again because I do not like false advertising. On PlugShare, it is clearly stated that these chargers can output 300 kilowatts at 800 volts. This is the second time I've been there. And the second time, all of it shows 150. None of them are showing 300. I have no idea why. When you're spending this much money per kilowatt hour to charge, you should be able to come in with an Ioniq 5, 800 volt architecture car and charge faster. I don't get it why. If it's a limitation, or if they just don't want to pay the extra electricity fees or whatever, I'm not sure why the reason is for this. They should at least remove that from PlugShare, because right now it's there. I'll put up a screenshot again, and it's just, yeah, it's just not nice. Like if you know, I have a slow charging car, I'm okay. But if I show up with an Ioniq 5 expecting 300 and it says 150, I don't think I'll be happy. But anyways, your summary, Rosie, booking, not useful.
No selling point for me to go there to
Yeah,
charge.
it's not a selling point for me either.
If it's free, I'm going.
Yeah.
but no selling point for me is that the power is not cheap, right?
Yeah.
And then so I need to booking for nothing to pay $2.
Yeah.
So it's no selling point for me, you know.
And then also, you know, like you were also saying that the convenience store doesn't have any place to sit inside, right? Edmonton gets really cold really fast, yeah. And it would be nice for a place to go and drink coffee and not just take the coffee back to your car.
It's the same idea, like you're charging at the station,
a gas station.
Gas station.
Yeah, but at a gas station, you're filling fuel for 5 minutes, right? So.
No, I mean like a lot of gas stations nowadays they have a charging for electric car, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same idea. It's the same.
Yeah.
It's not much different from me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if it had a little place to sit down, a little table or whatever, then I don't have to sit in my car for, you know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I can
I saw maybe that's
do something else.
At the original, I saw that what it is, but it's the same as a gas station.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So now you guys have our opinions. You tell us what you think about this whole booking system. I think it only works in really, really, really specific cases at stations that are truly busy, and if you're on a road trip or driving and you need to get somewhere very fast and you need to make sure that you pull up to a charger and that it's available for you and you're willing to pay that money, then yes, it works. But for most purposes, I think people will be much happier just to show up, be able to plug in right away, not have to deal with the whole booking system, and yeah, just to make sure I understand that you can just show up and charge, right? Booking is an optional thing, so just making sure that you guys understand that we understand how this works, right? So anyways, every time you add optional things, you know, you always have to think about, hey, does it make sense? Is it worth to spend the money? And for us, honestly, it does not make sense to spend the extra money. So that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you liked it. Drop down your comment about this whole, you know, booking idea. And let's see what you guys say. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe people like it. I don't know. There's just two of us.
The booking.
Yeah.
I don't like the booking.
Yeah.
I just like the simple things.
Exactly.
Just go to charging and then do whatever I need to do.
Exactly. All right. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.